Last class, atoms and molecules. You know the different kinds of atoms. That means name of that elements. What is meant by atom? What is meant by atomic number? Atomic mass or atomic weight. How to calculate the molecular weight of different molecules or compounds. Already know very well. In this lesson, last one is the scientist Lavoisier. The scientist Lavoisier is called father of chemistry. Father of chemistry. Because the scientific development, chemistry, scientific development completely mainly depends upon this scientist Lavoisier. That's why he is called the father of chemistry. What he explains, law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. During a chemical reaction that is in a closed container, he explained the masses of total mass of the reactants and total mass of the products both are equal. That means there is no loss of mass or creation of mass in the during the chemical reaction. That means mass is neither created nor destroyed during a chemical reaction. That is explained by the scientist Lavoisier. Up to this, scientists nobody explain this law of conservation of energy. Okay, how to explain this? How to calculate? Here, A means how to verify law of conservation of mass. Here, A means to verify the law of conservation of mass in a laboratory. What are the to verify law of conservation of mass? In a laboratory. Next one is what are the materials required. Here, what are the materials required means conical flask, test tube, thread, balance, simple balance, stand, sodium sulfate, barium chloride, see how to verify the law of conservation of mass. See this is a stand, conical flask, rubber, rubber cork. Next to this one is a sodium sulfate solution. The inside solution is barium chloride solution. First, what is the procedure? Here procedure means first take 2 grams of sodium sulfate. Take 2 grams of sodium sulfate and distilled water also needed. Distilled water. Take 2 grams of sodium sulfate in a 100 ml distilled water. Mix them. Then you can prepare sodium sulfate solution is ready. In the same way, again another flask, take another beaker, take 2 grams of barium chloride, dissolve in a 100 ml distilled water. Again barium chloride solution is ready. In the conical flask, take the sodium sulfate solution. Suppose it depends upon the flask, you can fill up to the 2/3 of this flask. After that, in a test tube, that means test tube, nearly take 4 ml of barium chloride solution. Take 4 ml barium chloride solution in a test tube. Hang this test tube inside the conical flask. That means you take precaution. Initially, these two solutions are not mixed. That means hang the test tube having the barium chloride solution in a conical flask having sodium sulfate solution. In that sodium sulfate solution, the test tube is hanged. Take precaution that the two solutions not mixed. First of all, weight this by using a spring balance. Okay. We'll draw the spring balance also. By using spring balance only, you can find out the mass or weight of this test tube. The weight of this apparatus. That means the conical flask having test tube. First note on the mass. That mass is W1, M1. First one is M1 or W1. After that, tilt the test tube. Loose that means keep inside the solution of the test tube. Test tube kept inside the solution of the conical flask and shake it, close it and shake it. Then the two solutions are mixed. That means sodium sulfate and barium chloride solutions are mixed. Mixed means they form the precipitate. Chemical reaction is happened, they form the precipitate. That means sodium sulfate means Na2SO4 plus barium chloride BaCl2. After chemical reaction, what is happened? Sodium sulfate, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride 2NaCl. This barium sulfate form the white color precipitate. White precipitate is formed due to the formation of barium sulfate. First note on the mass of this total conical flask having the test tube also. Initially, these two solutions not mixed. Find out the mass. That mass is M1. After that, release the test tube inside the sodium sulfate and shake it once. Chemical reaction is completed. A white color precipitate is formed inside the solution. This solution indicates chemical reaction is completed in this flask. Again, find out the weight of this or mass of this solution. again mass is m2. After that we can find out that the total mass, that means before chemical reaction, after chemical reaction, mass is same. From this experiment what we know, during a chemical reaction, mass of the total mass of the reactants is equal to the total mass of the products. Now chemical reaction lo reactants యొక్క total mass దేనికి ఈక్వల్ అయింది, reactant total mass of the products. So there is no loss of mass during a chemical reaction, that is converted into another form. Mass is neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. To explain, the scientist Lavoisier. The scientist Lavoisier proposed that law of conservation of mass. He experimentally proved that mass is neither created nor destroyed during a chemical reaction. Okay, in this is a 4 marks question. Lavoisier is called father of chemistry. First one, write the aim. Aim means to verify law of conservation of mass in a laboratory. Second one is materials required. What are the materials required? This is a conical flask. A conical flask, a test tube, and a balance, spring balance, thread, and a test tube. That means chemicals are there. That is sodium sulfate and barium chloride, distilled water. What is the procedure? Procedure means first prepare the solutions of two. That means sodium sulfate solution and barium chloride solution. How to prepare means take a beaker, take 2 grams of sodium sulfate in the beaker and mix it 100 ml of distilled water in it and mix it. Then what happened? Sodium sulfate solution is ready. After that, take another beaker, again 2 grams barium chloride, mix with 100 ml distilled water. Now the solution is ready. That means barium chloride solution is ready. Take this sodium sulfate solution in a conical flask. That means conical flask depends upon the volume. To take 2/3 of the conical flask is filled with sodium sulfate solution. After that, take a test tube. The test tube is nearly 4 ml of barium chloride is taken in a test tube and tie with a thread hanging inside the conical flask. And take a precaution that the two solutions, that means the test tube chemical and whatever the chemical present in the conical flask, both are not mixed with each other. After that, it is hanged to the spring balance. Find out the mass or weight. That is M1. Next, once you find out the mass, after that, release the test tube. That means release the thread inside the conical flask. Then you can shake it, means chemical reaction is completed. White color precipitate is formed. Here, white color precipitate shows chemical reaction is completed under the formation of barium sulfate. This means this barium, this sulfate, both are react with each other to form barium sulfate. Remaining is sodium sulfate, sodium chloride. So that white color precipitate is formed. Then the reaction is completed. Again, find out the mass. You know that chemical reaction, whatever the mass before the chemical reaction and mass after chemical reaction, both sides same. That means M1 is equal to M2. So law of conservation of mass is verified. Write the definition also. This is a 4 marks question. You must draw the diagram, parts also compulsory. Okay, next one. And in this experiment, precautions also compulsory. Precaution means take first point is in this experiment. Initially, the two solutions are not mixed. That means whatever the solution in the conical flask and the solution in the test tube, both are not mixed initially. And the second precaution means note the readings of the balance without any parallax error. Okay. Next one is balancing. What is meant by balancing? Here, valence means what? The combining capacity of an element. The combining capacity of an element is called valence. Suppose hydrogen valency is 1. That means combining capacity is 1 only. Positive or negative, that is 1 only. Oxygen, hydrogen valence is 1, oxygen 2. Oxygen means they ready to gain, oxygen atom ready to gain 2 electrons, so that combining capacity is 2. Chlorine, chlorine combined capacity is 1, that means valence is 1. Sodium, sodium valence is 1. Potassium valence is 1. Like this. Depends upon the element, the valence is changed, combining capacity is changed. Suppose you take the inert gases. Inert gases means helium, neon, argon, like this. This valence is 0. That means the combining capacity of inert gases is 0. There is no combining capacity for inert gases. That means helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, these are all inert gases. Inert gases meaning means they will not ready to react with any other element. So that the valence is 0. Not only these two, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, like this, these are all inert gases. This valence is 0. Okay, next to how to write the molecular formula. Molecular formula. How to write the molecular formula? Some method is there. That method is called criss-cross method. Criss-cross method. Suppose magnesium chloride, sodium chloride. Suppose write the formula of magnesium chloride. You want to write formula of magnesium chloride. How to write? Here magnesium chloride formula is MgCl2. How to write this magnesium chloride? Magnesium means Mg, chloride means Cl. Magnesium chloride formula is MgCl2. How to write this? First take magnesium left side. The cation is left side, anion is right side. Chloride. Magnesium valency plus 2. That means 2 right. Chlorine valency 1. Here Mg, here Cl2. How to write means this 2 1 2 1. The valence is magnesium valence is 2, chlorine valence is 1. That LCM is 2. Divide with LCM. Divide with LCM means 2 by 2 means 1. Here that means 1 only. 1 no need to write to 1. Here chlorine 1 by 2. That means top 1, denominator 2. So 1 no need to write. So that's Cl2. This combined means MgCl2. This is called criss-cross method. Once again, listen, criss-cross method means how to write the molecular formula of a compound or molecule. For example, magnesium chloride. How to write this magnesium chloride? Here, magnesium chloride means first magnesium means Mg. What is the valence of magnesium? 2. The cation valency left side, anion valency right side. Chlorine. Chloride means Cl. That valence is 1. 2 1. Take LCM, that value is 2. Divide with LCM. 2 by 2 means 1. Top 1, bottom 1. 1 means no need to write. No need to write means that 1 only. Here, chlorine. Top 1, bottom not there. That means 1 only. 1 by LCM. That is 1 by 2. Top 1, bottom is 2. So, suffix side you can write C2. With 2, these 2 combine this MgCl. Take another example. Calcium chloride. Calcium chloride means CaCl2. How to write calcium chloride? Calcium chloride means Ca. Ca, that also 2 only, chloride 1. That means valency of calcium is 2, chloride is 1. Again, crisscross another Ca, this is Cl2. By combining CaCl2. Suppose sodium chloride. Sodium chloride means NaCl. Sodium chloride, NaCl. How to write sodium chloride formula? Sodium means Na. Chloride means Cl. This valence is 1, this valence is 1. Sodium valence is 1. The tables are very important. Valency tables are there, that are very important. The next one, write sodium, here Cl. How to write NaCl? 1, 1. LCM is 1. Divide with LCM means 1 by 1 means 1 only. So Na as this, Cl also as this. Combining these two, that formula is NaCl. Write this. You can write the molecular formula of any compound or any molecule. So today, what are the important points explained? Define law of conservation of energy. Define law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy means who proposed this? The scientist Lavoisier proposed this law of conservation of energy. What is the definition means? During a chemical reaction, mass is neither created nor destroyed. That means in a chemical reaction lo, before reaction how much mass is there of the reactants. After chemical reaction, the total mass of the products both are same. That is explained on the basis of one lab experiment. In the lab experiment, what are the chemicals you take? Sodium sulfate and barium chloride. First, they hang the both chemicals before without touching. That means reaction not completed. Hang out and find out the mass or weight of these chemicals, including conical flask and test tube. That mass is M1. Once the chemical reaction is completed, again find out the mass of that contents. The total mass is again you get same mass, that means M2. M1 is equal to M2. These two masses are equal means the masses of the reactants, total mass of the reactants and total mass of the products both are same. So this experiment verifies the law of conservation of mass. Suppose same question, on the basis of same question one. Suppose magnesium born in air. This law of conservation of mass is verified or not? How to prove it? Take 1 gram of magnesium, born in air. Born in air means what is happened? Magnesium reaction with oxygen, that means to form 2 MgO. You take only magnesium, 1 gram magnesium, openly born in air. Born in air means that oxygen combines, whatever the oxygen in the surrounding air, that react with the magnesium to form magnesium oxide. Now, in this chemical reaction, law of conservation of mass not verified. Why? Why it is not verified? Why it is not verified means this law of conservation of mass verification in a closed container only. That means some gas is collected. Suppose directly bonding of magnesium means some gas is involved in this chemical reaction. How much mass of the gas is involved? We do not calculate. That's why law of conservation of mass not verified in this reaction. When the law of conservation of mass is verified, that is if you take in a closed container, then only law of conservation of mass is verified. Because some gas mass also you have to collect.